Right, so welcome back to another video on this channel. Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 1. Chelsea take the advantage in the Champions League round of 16 first leg into the game at Stamford Bridge in 3 weeks' time with a 1-0 win, a clean sheet, and most importantly, the single away goal, which is just absolutely massive. The perfect result for Chelsea in this game, and yeah, as I said, the away goal is absolutely crucial. And with the fact as well that if we do somehow keep a clean sheet in the second leg, we will go through to the quarter-finals. So it's an absolutely perfect result, a massive result in the first leg for Chelsea, and overall I think that we couldn't have actually gotten a better result, maybe, you know, scored a second or third goal, but in the end we will take a 1-0. I would have snapped your hand off if I was offered that before the game. So yeah, massive win for Chelsea tonight, and let's get into analysing this game now, starting off with the lineups. And obviously in terms of Atletico Madrid's lineup, there's not really much I can say because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't really keep up with La Liga, therefore there was no real surprises for me in terms of the Atletico Madrid lineup. But of course Chelsea stuck with the 3-4-3 as we've persisted with under Thomas Tuchel's reign as Chelsea manager so far. Callum Hudson-Odoi back into the starting 11 after that incident against Southampton when he was hooked off after just 20 minutes of coming on. Olivier Giroud, Jorginho, Andreas Christensen amongst the names coming back into the starting lineup from that game against Southampton as expected. And yeah, we'll start off with Atletico Madrid's performance in this game, because if I'm honest, it felt like I was watching a Jose Mourinho team. It really did, and it gave me flashbacks of when he was managing us a few years ago, because I think you really seen the intentions from the start for this Atletico Madrid team. They allowed Chelsea to have more of the ball, they looked to just sit deep and try and hit us on the break for the entire 90 minutes until we probably scored the goal. A plan on paper that, you know, could have actually worked for them, because Chelsea in recent weeks especially have clearly that conviction. I mean, we do kind of create a little bit of chances, but we just have a bloody nose in the final third. I think that's the best phrase I could use to describe us. We don't really, you know, score enough goals as we probably should, so it's a plan that definitely should have worked for them on paper, but it just feels like they sat 11 men behind the ball at all times for nearly the whole game until we actually scored the goal. They were playing with a little bit of a 6-3-1 formation, which really did surprise me, because Atletico Madrid on their day can be probably the best team in the world in terms of the threat on the counter-attack, and João Felix, who was one of their best players, if not one of the best bright young talents in Europe right now, who didn't even, you know, get that much touches of the ball overall. So yeah, it just really surprises me how Atletico Madrid did set up. And as I said, they literally spent the entire game nearly camped in their own, you know, penalty area nearly, and yeah, played with a 6-3-1 formation with, you know, essentially the wing-backs in Llorente and Correa playing as extra defenders, and then they had the three in midfield of, you know, Felix, Koke and Saul, who just kind of sit deep a little bit, and then just Luis Suarez completely isolated up front again. And only when we actually scored the goal did they try and actually turn it on a bit and actually try and become a little bit expansive and actually try and give it a little bit of a go, which just really surprises me. But in the end, of course, I'm not complaining whatsoever, because we did get the win. I was about to say 3 points, but of course we don't get 3 points in the Champions League. But yeah, in terms of our performance, I think it was a little bit of the same old for Chelsea in a certain way, because I think that we dominated possession for nearly the whole of the game. I'm actually quite interested to see how much possession we did have. I'm actually going to check that right now. So if we check now, we did have 64% possession, but we had 72% in the first half, which is of course the main period when we did completely dominate the game, because of obviously for the half of the second half, Atletico Madrid did come out of their shells a bit. And overall, yeah, I feel like we did create a little bit, and that's what we've done in recent weeks, but the conviction just seriously isn't there. And I think there's a massive conviction problem in this team at this moment in time, because we put the ball into some dangerous areas tonight, and we have done in recent weeks. As I said, we just can't really find that finishing touch enough. And you know, it's deja vu for me to say that, because pretty much in every single Chelsea match reaction video I do on this channel, it does feel like I'm saying the same thing every single week in terms of the fact that we dominate possession and don't really do a lot with it in terms of actually, you know, translating it into goals. But yeah, it was just that moment of magic from Olivier Giroud that did separate the two sides and gave us that edge. I mean, what an absolutely incredible goal. Such an Olivier Giroud-esque goal, because I'm pretty sure that he's the only Chelsea player on that pitch that was capable of scoring a goal like that, especially in the manner he did it. And yeah, I know I needed a few replays to actually judge whether it was a legit goal or not, because he was clearly offside, but in the end it was Mario Hermoso, the Atletico Madrid centre-back, that did play the ball first. A completely legitimate goal, and what a goal as well. And as I keep saying in this video, a massive goal for us, one of the biggest goals we will score this season, because of course it does put us one step into the quarterfinals with that second leg in mind. And obviously I'm not going to completely rule out Atletico Madrid's chances in this tie, because they could very easily come to Stamford Bridge, get that away goal in the first few minutes, and then the game is right back to where we started, right back to the drawing board. But yeah, overall massive positives to take from this Chelsea performance. One player once again who keeps just delivering absolutely sensational performances on the big stage, Mason Mount, suspended for the second leg inside the first, you know, minute of the game when he did pick up that yellow card, but showed incredible amounts of fight tonight. Once again, an incredibly influential performance, and he just has become one of the most consistent players in this team, and he's going to be an absolutely gargantuan miss for us in the second leg. He ran his socks off tonight, created a lot of chances, maybe didn't have that spark in his end product like he usually does, but in the end, of course, who cares, because Mason Mount once again was, you know, a contender for man of the match, and I'd say definitely is in the top 3, if not top 2, even not top 1 player for tonight's performance. performance because I thought he was absolutely sensational once again. Another player who's been absolutely class since Thomas Tuchel's arrival in this Chelsea team, Mateo Kovacic, once again showing his class. Once again, a very, very good performance tonight from breaking the lines. As I keep saying on this channel, he breaks the lines so well. His dribbling is absolutely top class. He's so good in terms of beating the press because he's so good as well at beating his men and dribbling forward and breaking us into the attacking phase, and once again was absolutely influential tonight, Mateo Kovacic. Hudson-Odoi as well looked really sharp down that right hand side, and you could see Atletico were piling numbers down his side because they did just fear his end product down that right hand side because he's so quick, he's so unpredictable in terms of his dribbling, and his movement is just top quality. So yeah, once again another decent performance from Callum Hudson-Odoi, and hopefully putting an end to all those rumours about, you know, a breakup with Thomas Tuchel this early in his Chelsea career after that incident against Southampton at St Mary's on Saturday. But yeah, as I said already, I mean, I'm completely, by no means am I going to disregard Atletico Madrid's chances in the second leg in this tie, because even though they were really, really poor tonight, I think they will completely come out with a different perspective in the second leg, and there's just no real reason for them to just park the bus in the second leg because they need to actually score a goal to have any chance of going through. So the second leg is, you know, there's still a lot to play for. I'm not going to, you know, say that Chelsea are through already, because knowing my club as well, we can have a bit of a tendency to screw things over when we have it in our favour, and yeah, by no means disregarding the second leg. It will be an interesting game, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can get through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I said at the start of the season, I think we have a bit of an outside chance to get far in the Champions League this season. Not necessarily win it, but I just have some feeling for some reason that we're going to get to at least the semi-finals. It just does feel like that, and yeah, hopefully I am right in saying that. I mean, hopefully we can go and win it, but of course we're so early into the competition, it is way too early to claim that we can win the Champions League, I think. But yeah, overall, in conclusion, not a bad performance whatsoever. I actually think quite a good performance because, of course, we did actually get that key goal with the, you know, domination of possession, and overall the chances we did create and the amount of times we did break into that final third in Atletico Madrid's penalty area, or around their penalty area anyway. But yeah, definitely positives to take. Now we have a massive game in the Premier League this time on Sunday against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge, and that is another must-win game because it would be absolutely crucial for us to win that game if we're going to, you know, close the gap on United in terms of the top 4 race. But yeah, I think that is where we're going to leave this video. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, because 20 likes, as per usual, would be massively appreciated by myself, and also if you could subscribe to the channel, that would also be massively appreciated by myself, because we are looking to hit 1,500 subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can. So if you were to hit that subscribe button right now, it would cost you absolutely nothing and would make my day. So it is very much a win-win situation. And yeah, Chelsea have one singular foot into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. All we have to do is get a result at Stamford Bridge against this Atletico Madrid side, and then we can plan for the quarterfinals in March. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.